Invited to talk about this is Chief Thanduxolo Mtikhaga, Acting Chairman of the Abathembu Royal House, Nkosi Phathekile Holomisa, President of the Congress of Traditional Leaders of South Africa, Nomboniso Gasa, expert on culture, politics and gender issues.
Well, it is unique only because it involves the Mandela name. Otherwise, these are matters that often occur, but usually after the death of a leader of a household. But they don't get into the limelight because of the fact that those families are not Mandela. Yes, there are obviously guidelines because there will always be somebody who is the head of the family who has the responsibility to give guidance. And if he is unable to or is not being listened to, there is also a bigger forum that will involve the bigger family, uncles and aunts of the persons concerned. And if that also doesn't succeed in resolving the issue, then there is the clan. There will always be somebody who can always convene a meeting of the clan. And thereafter, if the clan still cannot resolve the matter has to be taken to the traditional leadership court. The clan is the broader family that share a clan name, such as in this case Madiba or Shomo. That is the name of the clan of the family we're talking about today. The people who share that name, who are common descendants, who are descendants of a common ancestor. I was saying then, after the clan has not been able to resolve the matter, it has to be taken to the court of the traditional leader. Then the court of the traditional leader is expected to give an objective decision because it is constituted now of not only members of that clan but other clans in the community as well. Well, the parties concerned will be given an opportunity to express themselves openly by themselves, not represented by anyone else, like, for instance, lawyers. And then everybody who is there will be in a position to examine and cross-examine all the witnesses, again, openly, without any restrictions. The only restrictions being that they must be polite and they must not insult anybody in that forum.
Good morning, and the listeners as a whole. I think at this instance, the family or the main family of the Mandela clan or Mandela as a family are the sole responsible persons who are eligible to discuss the issues like this one. So in this instance now, as I'm saying now, the Mandela family seemingly have sat and discussed this issue. And seemingly they did not agree on each other. Hence now we have heard it on the media, that is on the newspaper. Because if they should have understood each other, they should have done that without going to the court. So I'm saying now, if there is the main Mandela family who are the persons to discuss this issue. Yes, I think Chief Nkosi Holomisa is right by saying if now the Mandela family now does not reach a consensus, there is a bigger forum now, like the forum now of the Madiba clan. Because Mandela was not born alone. For instance, Mandela was born by Ngubenguka with his brothers Mtikhaga, Joy, and Mnganeni. So now, if the Mandela family now does not reach a consensus, they have now to go further. I mean, to the extended family, that is now the Madiba clan. In this instance, they should have gone to the Mtikhaga house as the great house of the Abathembu. I mean, for that house now, or for that family to intervene in the Mandela family. Then, in turn, the Mtikhaga family would call Mandela, Mnganeni, and Joy, and then they'll sit down and discuss the issue maybe now they have reached now an amicable agreement.
I want to make it very clear from the onset that I do not want to discuss what the Mandela family should have done or should not have done. I will only, to the extent that it is necessary, refer to it as a broader indication of what we understand by the place of culture and its role and customary practices. Every family, as Nkosi Holomisa has said, does in fact have these kinds of contradictions and sometimes really conflictual relationships. And some families do in fact end in court, and some families do not. Now, the process that has been outlined is a process that all of us would agree is an ideal process had it been started when there was enough time. And clearly, I will leave it to the Ngubengukas, the Mnqanqanis, the Mtikakas, and the Mandelas to discuss why this has evolved in this way. But I want to make 3 key issues that have emerged in this. One, it is very clear that there are times when what we call African customary forms of resolution are not able to resolve issues to the extent that everybody would like them to, for a number of reasons. One of those you've alluded to being different cultural upbringings. The other, of course, being that, and I want to make this very clear, that often the elders of the family, both at the level of the clan and at the larger level, are not coming from outer space themselves. So their views are also in some ways part of what can resolve issues, but also part of what can in fact make it difficult to resolve issues. Now, we do not know in this particular case whether, had all those processes been followed, those resolutions would have come up. Now, I want to take the issue, which for me is the issue that everybody is talking about, that is taking this outside of the family and going to court. In terms of South African Constitution, in terms of your critical question, which is the relationship between culture and modern society, if we remove ourselves and our own emotions in terms of whether we think this should have ended in court or not, and we simply look at it as a family right now, as it happens in our own families, as a family that has not been able to resolve these issues through these means, and therefore they have gone to court. The South African Constitution, if we talk about culture and modern society, does not in fact preclude going to court as one of the remedies that can be sought by any member of the family.